Hi, guys. You guys are putting me in a good mood. I'm not usually in a good mood. I'm generally kind of a cranky little dude. I spent a lot of time pissed off at Lance Armstrong because he gets credit for something he didn't do. Lance Armstrong gets credit for beating cancer. Lance Armstrong did not beat cancer. Cancer took one of his testicles. I call that a draw. If that happened to me, I wouldn't be making bracelets, that's all I'm saying. I'm a daddy. I got a little 2-year-old girl at home, and I got another little girl due in March, so I'm all kinds of daddy. Yeah. It is amazing how much you love your kids, man, because it doesn't even make sense how much you love your kids. Because if anybody else treated you like that, you would kick them the fuck out of your house. You really would. Imagine this. Imagine somebody comes to your house, somebody you don't know, comes to your house, covered in blood and mucus. And they just scream until you feed them. Just, and then they shit themselves. And they scream until you clean that up. You'd kick them out, you really would. You wouldn't keep that person around. You'd fucking freak out. You'd be like, look what you did to my wife's vagina! I'm calling the cops! But because they're your kids, you love them. I love my daughter, man. I love hanging out with her. I like watching children's TV with her. Her favorite show is this show called Yo Gabba Gabba. Yeah? Yo Gabba Gabba? Yeah! It's a great show, isn't it? I love that show. And my favorite part of the show is the little songs they sing, you know, to teach the kids lessons. And it really works because the kids really pay attention to these songs. My favorite song is Don't bite your friends. Yeah, sing along if you don't. Don't bite your friends. Which I think is an awesome message for children. Because it still leaves open the possibility of biting enemies. I always thought they should have children's TV for kids from messed up families. Just to give them coping skills, you know, information they can use. You know, stuff like when to call an ambulance and when to let them sleep it off, you know? Today, kids, we're going to learn how to make a social worker buy us ice cream. Remember, when Daddy's passed out, there's no need to shout. Just go through his wallet and take the cash out. Love my kid, man. I took her to the zoo a couple weeks ago, and we're standing in front of the chimp cage, and I'm holding her little hand, and I'm talking to her. And I say, honey, those are chimps. Yeah, chimps. Chimps. Yeah, those are chimps. That's right, chimps. Uh-huh. Sometimes, in captivity, they go crazy. And then they eat people's faces. Yeah, they eat their faces. Their noses and they eat their faces. Some of you guys are thinking that's a little strong for a 2-year-old. But I'm trying to teach her something. I'm giving her valuable information, which is my job as a parent. And basically, as a dad, there's only 3 things that I really feel like I need to teach my daughter. And if she learns these 3 things, I'll feel like a success as a parent. Number 1, question everything. I don't care what it is. It can be dogma, it can be authority, whatever it is. Question everything. It is not only your right, it is your sacred duty to question everything. Number 2, your daddy loves you. No matter what, your daddy loves you. You don't have to earn it. You can never lose it for any reason. Your daddy loves you. Number 3, chimps will eat your face. You have to stay away from stuff that'll eat your face. Like chimps or meth. Sometimes I like to walk around town and just look at people and play a little game called Meth or Chimp Attack. I don't like doctors. I don't. Because I think they're cocky. For somebody that works in the service industry, I think doctors are very, very cocky. Your doctor is your employee, you know? You don't have to take shit from your doctor. You know, just because he's been to medical school, whatever. That's your employee. That guy works for you. You should put him in his place. The only reason my doctor has seen me naked is because I make him look. That's right. Every time I walk into my doctor's office, I'm like, hey, doc, look at my nuts. No, there's nothing wrong with them. I just want you to know who you work for. Now get in there and earn your copay. Look at this bag, doc. This ain't no Louis Vuitton. Look at that. Yeah, I know you're a cardiologist. Look at my nuts. My dentist won't even return my calls, you guys. I'm going to leave you guys on a positive note. I think it's very cool that only 2 weeks after my daughter was born, this country elected its first black politician to be president. I think that's awesome. I mean, it means that my little girl is growing up in a better world than the one I grew up in. It means that we're coming together as a people and maturing as a society, and I think that's awesome. But she better not bring one home. No kid of mine's dating a politician. Good night, you guys. I'm